You need to hear this if you're a truth seeker. Welcome to Rich Reads. What if you could spot manipulation before it happens? Imagine having the ability to see through the facade and recognize the subtle signs of influence that others might miss, or better yet, understand how the manipulators think. We've all met them. They are the ones who seem to have an uncanny ability to sway opinions and steer conversations in their favor. Those people who always seem to get their way. They navigate social situations with ease, leaving others wondering how they do it. They might be charming, persuasive, or even seem harmless at first. Their charisma can be disarming, making it difficult to see their true intentions. But underneath, they're pulling strings, using others to get what they want. They manipulate situations and people to serve their own ends, often without others realizing it. This is the dark side of psychology that you need to know about. It's a realm where ethical boundaries are blurred, and the line between influence and manipulation becomes dangerously thin. We're talking about dark psychology, the study of how people use psychological tactics for selfish or harmful purposes. It's a field that delves into the darker aspects of human behavior and the ways in which people exploit psychological principles. It's about understanding the how and why behind manipulation, so you can protect yourself and those you care about. By learning these tactics, you can build a defense against them. This isn't about becoming paranoid, but about becoming aware. Awareness is the first step in safeguarding yourself from being unduly influenced. Think of it like this: you wouldn't walk down a dark alley at night without being aware of your surroundings, right? The same principle applies to social interactions. The same goes for navigating the world of human interaction. Being aware of the potential for manipulation helps you stay in control of your own decisions. You need to be aware of the potential dangers. And that's what we're going to explore here. We'll uncover the tactics used by manipulators and how you can recognize them. By shining a light on these dark tactics, we can learn to recognize them, understand their impact, and most importantly, disarm them. Knowledge of these tactics is your best defense, because knowledge is power, and in this case, it's the power to protect yourself from being controlled. With this understanding, you can navigate the complexities of human interactions with confidence and clarity. If you found this insight valuable, give this video a thumbs up and share it with others. Let's spread awareness and empower more people to recognize and counteract manipulation. Dark psychology. The term itself evokes a sense of mystery and foreboding. It sounds ominous, doesn't it? And it is. But what exactly does it entail? Contrary to what some might think, it's not about magic or supernatural powers. It's grounded in real psychological principles. It's about understanding the darker aspects of human behavior, the parts of the mind that can lead to manipulation and deceit. It's about the ways in which some individuals use psychology to exploit, control, or harm others. These tactics can be subtle or overt. Traditional psychology often focuses on understanding and treating mental health issues, aiming to heal and support. Dark psychology, on the other hand, delves into the motivations and tactics of those who use psychology for malicious purposes. Imagine a spectrum. On one end, you have healthy, ethical psychology used to help people. This is where therapists and counselors work to improve lives. On the other end, you have dark psychology, used to manipulate and control. This is where the darker intentions come into play. And in between, there are shades of gray where the lines can blur. It's not always black and white. It's important to remember that not everyone who uses these tactics is a master manipulator with evil intentions. Sometimes the lines are crossed unintentionally. Sometimes people use these techniques unconsciously, without realizing the harm they're causing. They might think they're helping or protecting themselves, but whether intentional or not, the impact of dark psychology can be devastating. It can lead to broken relationships, emotional distress, and long-lasting psychological scars. Manipulators are masters of disguise, often blending seamlessly into their surroundings. They often appear charming and trustworthy, making it difficult to identify their true intentions. Their charisma can be disarming, and their friendliness can make you lower your guard. But beneath the surface lies a toolbox of tactics designed to control and exploit. These tactics are often subtle, making them hard to detect until it's too late. Let's shed some light on a few of these common manipulation tactics, so you can recognize and protect yourself from them. First up, we have gaslighting. This insidious tactic can leave you questioning your own reality. Imagine someone constantly questioning your memory, making you doubt your own sanity. Over time, this can erode your confidence and make you reliant on the manipulator for a sense of reality. That's gaslighting, a subtle form of emotional abuse where the manipulator twists reality to serve their agenda. It's a powerful way to destabilize and control someone. Then there's emotional exploitation, where manipulators prey on your emotions, your empathy, guilt, or fear, to get you to do what they want. They know exactly which emotional buttons to push. They might play the victim, guilt trip you, or use fear tactics to control your actions. These methods can be incredibly effective in making you feel responsible for their well-being. And let's not forget about subliminal messaging, a more covert tactic that can influence you without your conscious awareness. This involves planting ideas in your subconscious mind, often through subtle cues or suggestions. These messages can shape your thoughts and behaviors in ways you might not even realize. Think product placements in movies or carefully crafted marketing campaigns that make you crave something without even realizing why. These tactics are designed to bypass your conscious mind and tap directly into your desires. Now that we've unmasked some common manipulation tactics, how can you spot them in real life? It's all about recognizing the red flags, those subtle signs that something isn't quite right. One major red flag is constant contradiction. Does someone frequently contradict your memories or experiences, making you question your own version of events? This is a classic gaslighting tactic. Another warning sign is excessive flattery or charm. While compliments are lovely, be wary of someone who showers you with praise, especially early on in a relationship. It could be their way of disarming you and gaining your trust. Also, pay attention to how someone makes you feel. Do you constantly feel drained, anxious, or obligated after interacting with them? Do they make you question your own judgment or self-worth? These are all signs that you might be dealing with a manipulator. Section 5. Protecting yourself, building your defenses. Recognizing the signs of manipulation is crucial, but it's only half the battle. The real power lies in knowing how to protect yourself from these tactics. Think of it like building a fortress around your mind, strengthening your defenses against manipulation. One of the most effective defenses is setting boundaries. This means clearly communicating your limits and what you will and will not tolerate. Don't be afraid to say no and stand your ground, even if it makes the other person uncomfortable. Another crucial step is trusting your gut. We often ignore our intuition, that inner voice telling us something's not right. If you feel uneasy or suspicious about someone's behavior, don't dismiss it. Your intuition is a powerful tool. Learn to listen to it. Finally, remember that knowledge is power. The more you understand about manipulation tactics, the better equipped you'll be to spot them and protect yourself. Section 6. Real-life manipulation stories from the shadows. Let's bring this to life with some real-life examples. Imagine a coworker who constantly takes credit for your ideas, leaving you feeling frustrated and undervalued. That's a classic case of manipulation in the workplace. Or consider a romantic partner who uses guilt trips or emotional outbursts to control your behavior. They might threaten to leave or become overly emotional to get their way, leaving you feeling trapped and responsible for their emotions. These are just a couple of examples of how manipulation can manifest in everyday life. From the office to our personal relationships, these tactics can have a devastating impact on our well-being and sense of self. Section 7. The power of persuasion, ethical influence versus dark psychology. Now you might be thinking, isn't all influence manipulative? And it's a fair question. After all, we all try to influence others in our daily lives. But there's a crucial difference between ethical persuasion and dark psychology. Ethical persuasion is about open and honest communication. It's about respecting the other person's autonomy and allowing them to make their own decisions. Think of a salesperson who presents you with the facts, highlights the benefits, but ultimately respects your decision to buy or not. Dark psychology, on the other hand, relies on deception, coercion, and exploitation. It's about getting what you want, often at the expense of others, without regard for their well-being or autonomy. The key difference lies in intent and respect. Ethical persuasion seeks to inform and empower, while dark psychology aims to control and manipulate. Section 8. Knowledge is power. Your journey to empowerment. Understanding dark psychology isn't about becoming paranoid or seeing manipulators everywhere. It's about empowering yourself with knowledge. It's about sharpening your awareness and developing the tools to navigate the complexities of human interaction. Remember, knowledge is your shield. By understanding the tactics manipulators use, you're better equipped to recognize them, protect yourself, and even help others who might be vulnerable. This journey starts with self-awareness. Pay attention to your own vulnerabilities. What are your emotional triggers? What are your values and boundaries? The more you understand yourself, the less likely you are to be swayed by manipulation. Section 9. Stay vigilant, stay strong. As we conclude this exploration of dark psychology, remember this: you are not powerless. While manipulation can be subtle and insidious, you have the strength and resilience to resist it. Stay vigilant, stay informed, and trust your instincts. By understanding the tactics of manipulation, you're taking a crucial step towards protecting yourself and those you care about. And remember, knowledge is power. Use it wisely. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to subscribe to Rich Reads for more insightful content.